It's not straightforward. He'd have to hit this very thin. Oh, I can see a little one eye there. That's Ronnie Jr. watching his dad.
One. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Never easy to roll up behind the ball colour, but Ronnie be disappointed he's left this opportunity for Joe Perry. Just a safety now.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Still a little awkward with the black near the cushion, pink tied up. But this red passes the yellow, and being able to switch hands certainly helps. Not this time. He doesn't miss many with the opposite hand. So it's a very cagey opening frame here. Yeah, it was tricky to get position there. He might just have to come off the pink and try and get in behind the yellow again.
Joe Perry, 1.
This is an excellent return of safety. He's in a tough situation there. Right.
He's got a similar situation here. Joe Perry's got to avoid that pink when he plays the safety shot. Ronnie managed to miss cannon into the pink. Can Joe do the same? Always fluked the red. Oh, if it bounces. Don't think he can cut the yellow in though. But it could prove to be a useful fluke.
Joe Perry, 1.
How's he covered it?
Joe put himself in a bit of trouble there. When he rolled up to the brown, he was frightened of not reaching the brown because he would have left a free ball, and he just hit it harder than he intended and didn't get the snooker. But gradually the frame is opening up, but there's another good length with the safety shot. Acknowledged again by Ronnie.
It wouldn't have mattered had he had missed it. Cue ball was going to be pretty safe and anyway, but still an excellent pot. May have
Yellow
to,
ball.
yeah, just come off the side cushion. Hit the yellow on the way. Very good.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
Well, it's a series of one breaks at the moment, Dennis.
I mean, Joe's a terrific attacking player as well, but this opening frame might suit Joe after losing the last 3 frames from 4-1 to 4-all. A little bout of safety, and that might just get him used to this evening's atmosphere. And there is that Alexander Palace crowd, 2,000 people, and it's just buzzing here this evening.
Well, is there a gap now between brown and green? This red over the left corner pocket. Just about enough. Needs to cue it well, though. Yeah, that's good. And that'll feel good for Ronnie O'Sullivan. 1. Perfect.
Five. Six.
He made a break of 59 this afternoon, and he was all over the table. It was so awkward. It was a terrific break. He
11.
had to go from the balk colours back up the table, back down the table. Oh, he screwed into the middle.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan
A bit
11.
careless
Joe
there.
Perry 4.
Just got into the screw shot with the left hand too much. So a nervy opening frame here this evening.
Great pot. Nicely held for the black. Well, he's gone a little bit too far for this red along the top cushion. But he has a
8.
red up in to the yellow pocket, the top left-hand corner pocket. Could hold for the black or go up for blue. This red along the top cushion, very, very difficult.
Just look at the scores there. 4 frames each. And he had a quick glance at that red to see if he could maybe put it in off the pink, but the pink's just that little bit awkward to do that, and the white's tight on the cushion. So, but it's certainly getting interesting now, this opening frame, as the reds come out into the table.
Possibly slide off this red down the left hand side and put the cue ball up into the jaws of the yellow pocket, trying to cover in that red in bulk with the yellow. That is a possibility. He's got to be careful of the in off. It was a simple little shot that Joe played there, but very, very.
Needs to pull up a little bit. Now this red passes the pink, does it? This could be a chance for Joe. Clearly goes into the middle pocket, as you can see. Only wanted that white tight on the cushion. Probably wasn't as easy as it looked. Still fancied him for that one though.
Yeah, it's one of those shots Joe was trying that if you didn't get it clean into the pocket, it may have gone in off the pink, but missing it now is given a chance. He certainly don't think he could win the frame from this position, but the awkward couple of reds will be the ones to the right.
9.
If he can somehow get a nice angle on this blue. Got to try
14.
and bring those reds into play.
$15.
Well, that looks about perfect on the blue now. Lots of top spin. I think it's gone too far, that red.
20. Three. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 3.
Joe might try and knock this red that he's closest to onto the pink and red and try and bring those two out into play.
Looks as if it's going to be the longest frame of the match so far. We had a 22-minute 40-second frame, frame 7. This one's been going now, not too far off 23 minutes. It's just awkward the way the high-valued colours went at the beginning of the frame.
Yeah, it was interesting to see Ronnie after today's session. Dennis, I saw him in the practice room. He was there with his friend Damien Harris, and he was practicing for at least a good hour, I would say, which is unusual, you know, between sessions, because you think you're going to try and conserve your bit of energy and get ready for tonight, but obviously still concerned about his tip and wanting to break it in a little bit more.
Yeah, and probably concerned that his highest break in that first session was a break of 58 in frame 3 after his performance against Marco Fu. It's another day, a different game. But I think this opening frame is much more important for Joe Perry, having lost the last three, just to establish things and get himself back into the lead.
Yeah, this looks pretty good. May try the two cushion escape here. I'll leave a free ball.
And the miss.
No, in fact, the pink being safe. With Ronnie having the advantage, he wants that pink tied up. For Paul Collier to get the pink back. Right,
Yeah.
in the same spot, that's near enough. There's Jan there, who's, yeah. I don't know if that's left a bit, right a bit, I'm not sure. Yeah. Just a teeny weeny. That's where it was. That's near enough. That's near enough. He needs a thin snick on this. If he hits it thick, it'll cost him the frame. Well, we didn't see this coming. The first frame lasting.
1.
30 in front. If he was to pot the black, he'd be 37 in front, as we show you that very good long pot. The black would leave Joe Perry needing a snooker. Not sure about.
Ronnie
He may
O'Sullivan
have
1.
got away with it. He didn't have to get on the red. He only needed the black, but he played the normal shot there.
Well, he just has to pot the pink or pot the black, and 37 points ahead with 35. He's lucky he's covered the red here, but he could be in trouble. Joe had have missed the blue with the red. It would have been so much more difficult to hit this red. It's a hit and hope for a bit of luck. And he's got it.
Head in any colour above the yellow to win. Interesting to see how he plays, as he might just. Is he going to try? Glimmer of hope, Joe, when Ronnie missed the black that would have put him.
7. 7 and the
But
frame.
he's staying in his. But Ronnie has taken it, and that's 4 in a row, and he now leads by 5 frames to 4.
Who is in fact the higher ranked
Okay, thank
player in
you.
the world rankings right
Frame
now.
10.
He's in such great stead over the last few years. Back we go. This is frame 10.
Well,
1.
it's always handy.
there
Get
you
a
are.
few of those to get you in amongst the balls. Oh, needs to slow up with this one. We're in the middle of the table. He had a red left the pink. A couple of reds right up the pink into this pocket.
Joe Perry 4.
he's taking control now of this match. Joe, I think he needed that opening frame just to settle down again. Because he started so well, Joe, and could quite easily have won the first session 6-2. And he probably was thinking that.
21.
But, you can't let this man get on a
22.
roll the way he did against Marco Fu. It was devastating.
Yeah, didn't get the cue ball away from the pack
29.
there. Always had this red over the left-hand corner pocket as insurance, but awkward bridging here.
$30.
Oh, he's cued that very, very well. He's made that look.
$38.
Does he overrun it for that red left of the pink? Quite noticeable. Ronnie has upped his tempo around the table as well.
59. $60.
Just one nice little cannon into these reds now. A loose red, but
Security, can we get up the top, please?
well, it seems to be a medical
up.
situation.
Just a bit of a disturbance up at the top. But,
Well, a medic is required, so hopefully Parson is okay.
You really want it?
Ronnie says he wants to carry on, so
68. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 68.
he's 64 in front. Still a possible 59 on the table, so Joe at the snookers required. Yeah, the referee just asked him to heat in the arena a little bit.
Someone is going to be found who's waving.
Oh, was that him waving? Yeah.
Chap there, Ronnie.
One.
And he's done a pretty good job, you would say, that is.
I'll tell you what, yeah, Ronnie for the last.
$16. $23. $24. $43. $49.
In 56, Joe never quite a bit, Ken. I mean, it's a big.
Few frames that went, and going into tonight with any sort of lead, he would have felt very confident. But Ronnie, the way he started, okay, it has been the best snooker, and it's not vintage O'Sullivan, but he's certainly buzzing around the table and playing very, very quickly. Some amazing shots. There's one shot, just to see his cue par and how well he's getting through the ball. But yeah, ominous signs now. Joe Perry needs to get off the mark, and very, very soon.
$6-1 against Stuart Bingham, then 6-1 against Ding Junhui.
In these opening exchanges, the first couple of frames.
And his beating's a little bit too hard. But if Joe can just get himself in with a decent pot, it would restore his confidence, and it wouldn't be a bad time to knock this if he could get it. It's just there's one to the left of the pink and reds. It's potable up into the right corner. One he's looking at. And that one shot there, Ken, he knew it was going to give himself a terrific chance.
Yeah, and he's got a nice angle on the black just to disturb a couple of reds. Just above it and to the right, just play a little cannon. Try to push one towards this,
8.
to be on it into the right hand corner pocket, but he's still okay. This is where he's so good at
9.
in around the black, playing these wonderful little small little stuns and cannons into reds and being on
16. $17.
at the moment. Those two reds just to the right of the black are just causing a little problem.
$29.
Do too much, just keep that cue ball on the string.
36.
He looks to have got into a nice rhythm. Ronnie O'Sullivan now.
Just over
41.
Threw that slightly back for the blue again.
42. $47.
Oh, that is a lapse in concentration.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 47.
No one seen that coming. He was flying along and then all of a sudden lost a little bit of concentration, and if you do that at this game you can miss anything. 55 in front, he should have secured the frame. Well, Joe Perry, it's time to go to work at the Alexandra Palace. This is a chance you weren't expecting.
$8. $9.
Just ran slightly out of position previously, which always seems to throw a few problems up. Now this is a problem because he can easily pop the yellow, but he's going to need the extension on the cue and extended rest, and he's got to get up for that red. There's two from the pink he needs to get up onto. So he's got to get this up past the blue. He needed lots of screw and left hand side to try and get on this red. There's the screw right down on the bottom of the cue ball. Like he's probably overdone it, but I think the red will still go up into the right corner as we show you. The action he got on that was
It was some
terrific.
shot, wasn't it? To overscrew it from there, quite hard to believe, but he's still got this red up into the green pocket. It's there, excellent shot.
12.
And he's got a nice angle on the black there. All he has to do, play a little cannon into that pink and red. Joe Perry's language, body language. Looked like he got a kick on that black. Let's see. It seemed to go.
1. Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
And Ronnie pushed the green safe as a little bit of insurance with his previous shot. But this to make absolutely sure of the frame. Just dropping it in.
1.
Behind, only 43 remaining.
Well, Dennis made the point
Joe
in
Perry
commentary,
to break.
and he's absolutely spot on. He seems really happy to be out there competing.
Yep, he's enjoying it, and he's enjoying this scoreline because one more we go and two.
At 8-4, it's back with this in. Although it's just gone past the middle pocket slightly. Have to be careful he doesn't go in off. But there's another one to the right middle pocket, and that's a better choice. You can get on the black if you could pot this. It's there, great shot. Decided not to go into the pack there. He's going to leave the blue and go into the pink and reds from the blue.
9.
I mean, there's two ways of playing this. You go straight in from the blue, or you leave that red, pot the red and go into the bunch. It just depends how he feels. He's playing for the red and then into the pack. And if he can get himself away from the cushion and be on pink or black, because he's going to disturb reds and the pink here. Well, he didn't hit it hard enough. What was that, Joe?
50.
You've got to play the deep screw and open them up and make sure you come back. He'd love to have another go at that. This matches remind me a little bit of the Scottish Open, where John Higgins led Mark O'Fu 4-1, and Mark O'Fu won 8 frames in a row.